My channel, and today I'm going to take a class on how to integrate Splunk with Oracle database using DB Connect application version 2. We all know that DB Connect application is available in Splunk repository, which is used to fetch the data from any database to Splunk. So today we are going to learn that one. Okay, so now we'll proceed one by one. So for that you need to have two things. One is JDK, which is 8 version or more than that, and one is the jar file for the database which you have installed in your server. So I have two files over here. Now this is my Splunk search head where I'm going to install my DB Connect application. I'll go to settings, manage application, install from file, choose file, and then I have to go for this one, upload. In this way, I'm going to upload the DB Connect application on my Splunk search head. Now it is asking for a restart. If you wish, you can also restart it later, but I would recommend to go with restart Splunk. It won't take more time to restart the system. Yes, it's done now. I logged it again, and here I could see the database option has come in my application list. This is my DB Connect application version 2. I have to do the setup over here. So before that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this and this ODBC jar in my Linux environment. So let me copy one by one. That's done. This is also done. Now I have the file here. I'm going to put this file in a location from where Splunk can identify the driver of Oracle database. So guys, the location is defined over here in the documentation. It has to be somewhere around this one. I'll just go a little up, this one. So let me copy this one from here, go back. This is my Splunk home where Splunk is installed. Now I'm gonna give this one. Don't worry about 2 slashes because it works in Unix. If I do pwd, I could find myself in this path. Already I have one driver over here which I'm least bothered. Now I'm doing copy this path and then dot. If I do again ls mysql, I could see ojdbc6.jar is here, where in this location where I was asked to do. Now I'm done with this one. I'm going back. I could see JDBC over here. What I'm gonna do, I'll just copy JDBC If you see, I have a JDBC over here. Now it is /root. I'm going to extract it with the Linux command char xvf. Now you could see it is being extracted. Once this is done, probably we could see a folder called jdk-something something. We'll see that as well. Yes, we are done. What I'm going to do is, I have this folder created with me. I'm going to go to this folder. I have a GRE folder over here. I'm going to go again here. And now I have a bin folder. And I have all the necessary tools over here to execute the stuff. It means I have to give this path as a GRE path. If I go to the setup, it is asking for this thing. Now the one which is already there, you just keep it in a notepad for the safer side. Take yours. Put it there, and let's keep it as it is. Enable and save and restart RPC server. If I do next, what's going to happen? For Oracle, it is not showing that we have got any driver installed, because I have not restarted Splunk so far. So I have to restart Splunk. Just to get that affected. So I'm waiting for my Splunk to come up so that I could see the driver installed for this Oracle database in Splunk DB Connect application. I'm just waiting for the prompt to come back again. Yes, I'm done with it. Again, I'll go to DB Connect application version 2. Now you could see over here, this message is very important. RPC service up. It means our driver is correctly set up in DB Connect application. Now we have to go for the identities. I have clicked on the identities, clicked on this name. Now you have to follow the document, what exactly you need to do. Now here you could see the connection name is Oracle connection. Let me copy this one. Okay, so connection name will come after the identity. So here you could see here the identity has the system role. So I'm going to create identity as Oracle, O-R-A-C-L-E, Oracle. Username is admin. Username is system, and I'm going to give the password. and then all apps, save. Once it is done successfully, you can see it has called enabled. Go for the connection. You have to make the connection as well. New connection. Go to the document. You'll have the connection pair here. Copy. Connection name. Which application? Obviously DB Connect V2 host. You have to give the host name of the server where your database is installed. So I'm going to check with if config command. So this is my host, 192.168.56.1. Now I'm going to put this one. Let me write it over here. 192.168.56.1. Database type is obviously Oracle. Default database types Oracle. And default database I have XE, if you remember. So it depends on you whether you have ORCL or XE. I have XE over here. Identity I have created as Oracle. Port, which is by default, is 1521. Fetch size is 300 by default. You can keep it empty as well. And you don't have to do anything else. All app, rest are same. If you want, you can collapse the permission as well. It really doesn't matter at all. Everything is good. I have created a connection and it is being validated by Splunk itself. Because it is going to validate the connection between your search head and the server where you have the database installed. I have given the host number as well as the port number as well. I hope everything should be fine. Internal server error. This is quite a common error which we have got. If this is the case, then we'll go to the backend. Now this one, the Linux one, I will check the log because log says everything. Now here you could see the log name is dbex2.log. Here it is saying failed to initialize pool input output error. The network adapter could not establish a connection. It means something happened with the IPs. It means it's not able to fetch the proper IP. Let me check from here. So this is my IP. Let me get the IP address from here. IPv4 properties. I don't have any IP, but just hold on. One dot 110. Okay, 192.168.1.110. 1.110. Okay, now validating. Now valid connection, it means this is quite good. I gave the IP wrongly. Now I'm gonna save this one. If everything goes fine, then it will be saved. Now you could see it has become enabled and it is again validating. Now everything is quite good. I'll go to the query. I'll select the editor mode, but little later. First of all, let me go to the automatic mode because I have to select the schema and everything. My schema name is Splunk test. My table is employee. Then maximum rows is 100. I'm going to select the editor mode so that I can execute the query. And if I click on execute, I should see the data in front of me. Now I have the data, it means everything is fine. I could get my query. Now what I'm going to do, I have to save it as DB input. Now to give some name over here, now just scroll down. You can give this name. Description. This is for fetching data from Oracle DB to Splunk using DB Connect application version 2. An app name, obviously DB Connect 2, connection Oracle, continue. Now here choose and preview table. Execute it once. This is a query which you have to give, and the data for this query will go to Splunk. Set parameter. But before I set the parameter, I would like to create an index over here because that is very much required. I'm going to create a new index called Aura data. Now click on continue. Maximum rows to retrieve, this is by default. Fetch size, you can give 100, which is by default. I don't have any column wherein I have the time field, so that's the reason I can't go for this option. I have to go for the current index time, and this is the format of the time to be chosen, so I'm going for this one. And execution frequency, here I can give the cron job or I can give the time in seconds. It means if I give 60, after each 60 seconds my query will be executed. The query which you saw here, the query will be executed, and whatever the result you have, these are the results. It will be stored it will be stored there in the index. So this thing is fine. Now enter source. You can give any source name. Let me get the source name from here as well, because that's not a big deal. I can give my own source name as well. And you can give the source type as Oracle database. It depends on you. You can give any name. It really does not matter what name you are giving. Index, I have got a lot of index. It should be local. I've got a lot of index. The index which I created, it is not showing up. Okay, actually I need to refresh this one, otherwise it will not work. Ora data. So again I have to give everything from the scratch. Not a big deal. We are fetching the data from Oracle DB and putting it in Splunk using, and we are fetching the data from Oracle DB using DB Connect application v2 and putting it in Splunk. Okay, so this valid connection, execute. Yes, I'm getting the data. Continue next time. This one frequency is 60 seconds. Continue. Source, I'm again going to take from here. Ora data, click on Ora data, click on local and save. The moment you save, you will have a DB ready here. Just to see what exactly you have in DB output. That's really cool. Now everything is done. I'm just checking it once more so that we have everything in place. That's cool. Now if I go to Ora data, I should see the data over there. Index equal to Ora data. Yes, you could see that I have got the data. I have got a field called age, in which I have 4 values, 1 2 3 4 5 values, employee number, location and name. So if I want to see how many total what is the total count of each of the employees, so I'm gonna do this one, stats count by employee name. Oh, we don't have the, oh no, we have the employee name. If I come here, I could see like that. Okay, so don't worry about this error, because this is a warning stuff, or this was something else. Now I could easily see my data. So this is all about how to get the data from database through DB Connect application 2. Thank you. Thanks a lot.